Okay, so in today's video we are back in the studio. Trackman Virtual Golf, actually Trackman Virtual Golf 3 course, so enhanced graphics, loads more sort of playability functions, really good piece of software. Cabot Citrus Farm, we are playing their par 3 course called the Wedge. Now, real golf course out in Florida. If you're there you can go and play it, if you're not you can come and play it here. So as always, really we're just going to try and talk through the shots. Never played this, so this is the definition of building the plane whilst flying it, going in completely unprepared, no idea what's about to come. Full bag here, because I don't really even know. I think it's 1,000 yards or so, par 33. So it's all par 3s, that must be 11 holes, which feels a bit weird, but we're just going to get on with it. Right, first hole, got 130 to the pin, 15 feet, 5 down, that's 125, not really that loose yet. That would be quite a big wedge for the first swing of the day. So we're going to hit 9-iron, maybe grip down it a little bit. Doesn't look to be a whole lot going on there. Green from the graphic bottom right looks fairly skinny, so it needs to be fairly accurate with this one, but just going to try and flick a little 9-iron in there. Oh, that's a nice swing to start with. Right, so same rules as always. I've got it set up inside 10 foot becomes an auto birdie. So again, the name of the game, how accurate can we be with our approach shots? Fantastic way to start to test it. Hit that one to 11 feet. Good shot, would be happy with that in the real world as much as I am here in the metaverse. Right, hole number 2. Pin looks to be sort of middle right. That actually looks to be quite a thin little tongue at the front. How long's the shot? 87 yards, 9 feet down. So let's call that 84. Bit awkward that for me. I've got an 80-yard shot with my 54. I think as I may have described in these videos before, with my wedges I very much use a clock face system. So the idea here for me, a shoulder high swing with my 54-degree wedge, when I hit the ball with what I would describe as 8 out of 10 effort, would hit the ball about 80 yards in carry. So to get 84 out of this, I'm going to keep the swing length the same, but I'm going to increase the effort to 9 out of 10. So just try and put a little bit more force through it in the downswing. So let's get myself set there. Right, come on. Shoulder high, 9 out of 10. Yeah, definitely felt quicker through the ball. Come on, spin. Sit. Perfect. So again, good example there. Because I know my distance so well with that shot, that 80-yard one's my favourite. It's the one I try to play to on the course when I can. It's actually quite easy then to start to make some adjustments if I'm a little bit in between. You know, my next shot up from that would be a 48-degree wedge with a sort of 9 o'clock or sternum high swing as I like to think of it. And that pitches well 90 yards. That's quite a lot too far, so I'd have to take quite a lot off of that. So I think for me that's quite a nice way to do it. So 1 under through 2. Right, nice looking hole here again. Nice little flower bed on the right there. 82 yards, no change. Right, so I mean, this is almost an identical shot to the last one, isn't it? It was 87, playing 3 yards down, also 84. So I'm basically going to hit the same shot here. Might just go 8.5 out of 10 in terms of effort, but so shoulder high. And like I said, this is for me. If I had to lay up, if I had a gun to my head and I've got to lay myself up in a fairway, I'd lay up 80 yards because I'm pretty good at controlling the distance on that. It's just one I feel super comfortable with. I think, yeah, 8 feet there, nice shot. I think that's where practicing your wedges at the range and finding out which one of maybe the sort of matrix of wedges you feel happiest with is really important, because it just gives you a go-to on the golf course you can just feel super confident with. You know you can hit it in pretty tight, and then just try to play to it, play to your strengths. There's no point making this game any harder than it already is. Okay, what we got here? So 2 under through 3, 107 yards, 12 feet down to 4 down. So let's call it 103. That's pretty much a perfect 48-degree wedge, shoulder high backswing. This is pretty much the exact number, so good chance to hit one close here. Don't feel like I've hit that hard enough, but we'll see. The line's great. Yeah. And that'd be a classic example there. For me, my 8 out of 10 effort there, I feel like I've put maybe 6.5 or 7 in. Carry 102, it's not a bad shot. Again, 16 feet from 100 or so yards, so it's not the end of the world. We'll take it. Right, 2 under through 4. Cool, what a good looking golf hole this is. Sand scrapes up the right, all sorts going on. Looks visually very intimidating there, doesn't it, I imagine, in the real world. 95 yards, a foot down, no wind speed. Pin fairly back, so need to be a little bit careful not to go past it. So, early 90s, 48-degree wedge, chest high backswing. So should be fairly Again, a fairly stock one of these, 9 o'clock. Right down it. Sit. Sit. Yeah, perfect. I say, lovely number that. Really good shot into what, maybe 3 feet there, 2.5 feet. Yeah, great. Okay. Moving along nicely. Might need to get myself a flight booked over to Florida, I think. So where are we there? 3 under par 3, was that 5 holes? Yeah. So nice start here. Hole 6, front pin. Let's see, maybe touch uphill, is it? 6 feet, 63 yards, 6 feet, so 2 up. I mean, again, this is, I'm getting lucky, a perfect number for me. 65 yards carry is my shoulder high swing with my lob wedge, 60-degree lob wedge. So should be, again, really good opportunity, hopefully, to get one in fairly close. Spin a little bit, spin a little bit. Oof. That's just hung onto the back edge, is it? Yeah, 9 feet 7, wow. Yeah, really low spin there, 6,000 RPM spin. I must have maybe hit that a little bit high on the club face potentially. But it didn't really spin much at all, which is really unusual for a lob wedge. You'd expect it to be coming back a little bit, but right, moving along nicely. Of course, looks like you could putt this one if you wanted to. 82 yards, 6 feet up, so again 84. Right, well we know what that is. God, these yardages are beautiful for me today. 7th hole, we're 4 under, going really nicely. So again, this is just my shoulder high. 8 or 8.5 out of 10 effort. It's going to be a little bit right, I think. Oh, nice, right at it actually. Go! Go! Yeah, just spun it back too much there. I wonder if there's maybe a little slope on the green, because it's unusual for me to spin that shot that much. Well, spin rate 9,000 is quite high there actually, so it's carried a bit short. Maybe didn't feel like my effort was quite right for that 8 out of 10 that we described, but 20 feet, it's okay. We've hit plenty of good ones so far. We'll accept that they're not all going to be perfect. Hole number 8, looks like a nice little clubhouse at the back left there. Maybe a little halfway hut. 95 yards, right, 10 feet down to 3 out of 92. Kind of green runs, looks like front left, looking at the graphic here, sort of front left to back right, kind of almost 12 Augusta-ish in shape. Seems to be quite accurate with the distance here, I'd say. So 92 yards again, that's chest high, 48-degree wedge. Trying to take some spin off, just bump it in there. Sit, sit. Really comfortable number for me that. That's, yeah, I feel like I could hit that one pretty regularly. Quite a nice shot to have in your bag. If you've got one you can just pitch there to 4 feet, so we're 5 under there through 8. We'll take it. We will take it. The hole number 9. Oh wow, what a great hole this is. Look how thin that green is. Imagine playing that in the crosswind. Fantastic hole. 118 yards, wow, and 10 feet up. So 120. We're into a big standard pitching wedge here. Pretty much a full one as well. I think that's a early 120s. About this should typically fly. It's about what I'd expect to find out of this. So. A little bit left. Oh, you're kidding me. 10 feet, 1 inch. Really good shot there. We'll take that from 120 yards into that green every time. You can see how narrow that green is. That's 10 feet from the pin. I've almost missed the green there. Fantastic golf hole. Really good. Such a shame there's not more of these little short courses in the UK, I think. Such a great way to go and test your wedge game. And like I said, the beauty of coming into the studio here is we can actually just simulate it, play these great looking golf holes, really test out our shots into the green and get really good with our wedges. Can only help every player to score better. Right, 108. Not really up or downhill. Looks like he might run in a bit right to left here. 108, let's think. Right, so I'm going to go back to the pitch wedge from my set, so my T100 pitching wedge. This becomes a chest high backswing with the pitching wedge. I don't hit this shot often, so I've got to be honest. Probably wouldn't be one I'd fancy being great at, but we'll try. I might have taken too much off that. Go. Go. Sit. Yeah, good. Go. Maybe I should do it more often. That was quite nice actually. Flew 105, so pretty much what I was expecting, didn't spin. You'll notice obviously there's a theme here. I tried to play my wedges taking the spin off, not hitting them hard, bring them a little bit flatter, less backspin, just bounce and stop is what we're aiming for. Right, hole number 11. Must be the last hole, if it is a par 33. 102 yards, 5 feet uphill, so 104. Nicely 6 under par here, so we will take it. 102, 104 with the uphill. So 48-degree wedge, shoulder high, 9 out of 10 effort. So this is the slightly higher effort one, just because this would normally fly about 100 or so. Just going to try and get that extra yard or two out of it if we can. Oh, that's going to be close. Go. Go. No, sit. Yeah, just. Wow, that must be so close to coming back out the cell. 10 feet on the nose, wow. Okay. Fantastic. So, Cabot Citrus Farm, the wedge has the course score completed. So, I mean, listen, I'll be delighted with that. What are we there? 7 under par, par 33, 26 shots. Yeah, we've done this obviously before. I can't really emphasise enough how important this part of the game is for every player. You can never be too good from 100 yards and in. So, we've got the Trackman studio here at the club. You can obviously come and use that. To test your wedge game out and to start to build that confidence. Equally, if you're at the driving range, if you've got any kind of game on the Top Tracer or Trackman Golf there, I would encourage you, even if you use it as your warm-up at the range, load up some kind of 100 yards and under test where you're hitting a different shot every time. The sort of fake confidence, I guess, you get from hitting the same shot, 10 wedges at a row at the same target. There's an element of block practice we all need, but there has to be an element there of let's test it. Make it look like it looks in the real world. Let's play golf. Let's learn to play golf better as well as we can swing the club. So, hope you found it helpful today. Hope you enjoyed seeing the Citrus Farm wedge par 3 course there at Cabot. Yeah, over in Florida. If you're there, go and play it. If you're here, come and give it a go. And here, let me know if you can beat my score. See you next time.